Welcome to Southern Campers. Before we hit the road, it's time to cover the basics. This tutorial will teach you how to operate your home on wheels. Let's start by entering the living area. First, lower the step by pulling outwards. Ensure it is fully extended before using. Push the step back under when not in use. Inside, we will learn how to assemble the beds and use the facilities. First, we will assemble the rear bed. Start by pulling the table out of its socket. Remove the leg. These can then be stored underneath the bed once it's assembled. Take the wooden bed panels out of the center storage. These panels fit along the wooden edges as shown. When both panels are fitted, insert the matching seat backs to complete the bed base. Make the bed with linen provided. To make the top bed, no assembly is required. Simply make with the linen provided. The top bed is equipped with a safety net to keep you snug as a bug. To access the bed, you will require the ladder. The ladder is safely stored in the cupboard by the door. Place the ladder so it hooks into the top rail and ensure that the footing is sturdy before climbing. Always use caution when climbing. When not in use, stow the ladder in the cupboard. All cupboards have a push lock system. Push to open and push to lock. Now we cover the onboard toilet. The sink folds down above the toilet. The shower head functions as the tap. Adjust its position according to use. The control is found on the left-hand side of the sink. Fold the sink away when not in use. To use the toilet, first open the flap. Press and hold the blue button to flush. Let all waste and water go down before closing the flap. Always ensure that the toilet flap is closed before driving. To turn on the toilet light, have the outside switch on and press the switch on the light. Open the roof vent when showering to get rid of excess steam. To use appliances such as lights and hot water, we require relevant switches to be on in the command panel. This is located to the right of the stove. To use the hot water, turn on the water heater switch. The red light will appear and then go out after a minute. If the red light appears again, turn it off and on again to reset the system. The water heater takes around half an hour to heat up. To use any water-based appliance, the water pump switch must be on. The electric heater requires you to be plugged into power to use. When plugged in, simply turn the dial to the desired temperature. The microwave and 3-pin plugs also require you to be plugged into power. The fridge runs on the van's battery, or runs on campground power when plugged in. To open the fridge, lift the flap at the top. The diesel-powered heater is located by the door. To use this, you need over half a tank of fuel. Press the on button, followed by the OK button to start. Press and hold the on button to turn off. This may take a few seconds. The stereo system is found above the passenger seats. The on and off switch is located just to the left. The light switch on the command panel must also be on to use. The television is available at all times to watch DVDs and use USB drives. Ensure that the relevant switch is on. To use the stove, first raise the lid. Turn on the stove ignition switch on the command panel. Ensure that the gas bottle is on. Turn the desired burner to the flame symbol, holding the igniter until it's lit. Turn off by turning back towards the dot. To remove gas smells, turn on the fan and open windows. On warmer days, open the door and put across the fly screen as demonstrated. The centre plastic slides across to seal the door. Now we move on to the exterior of the van. First we will put up the awning. Retrieve the pole from inside the door. Loosen the nuts on each side of the awning supports. Release the upper catch on each side. You can use the pole if unable to reach. Locate the central eyelet. Insert the hooked end of the pole into the opening and pull gently. Pull slowly until maximum reach. Tighten the nuts to secure the awning. When putting away, we advise using 2 people, one on each support. With the nuts loosened, slowly pull down on the supports and guide the awning back in. Be careful not to trap your fingers. Tighten the nuts and stow away the pole. With the awning put away, we will now look at the rest of the external features. The fuel tank is found on the passenger's side. Open the passenger door to gain access. Only fill with diesel. Next we look at the water tank. Unlock the door. Remove the cap and fill with fresh water, slowly. Water will spurt out when full. Lock the door when finished. Now we look at the outdoor storage cupboard. Unlock the door and push in the buttons to open. Here we find the outdoor chairs and table, perfect for relaxing in the sun. Now we take a look at the driver's side. First we'll plug into power. Unlock the power cabinet. The power cable is already connected to the van. Simply pull the cable out and close the door, allowing the cable to pass through the gap. Plug into the campground power. Some power boxes have switches. If unsure, ask campground staff. Return the cable neatly when finished. It's time to look at the gas bottles. Unlock the gas cabinet. Here we find our gas bottle. Turn the handle to the left to open. And turn it to the right to close. Always turn off when not in use, and lock the cabinet. It's time to look at the toilet cassette, the utility cabinet and the grey water outlet. This section will show you how to dump waste at a dump station. Dump stations are wide and varied. Some have a lid like shown to remove. Most dump stations will have a pipe for toilet waste and a grate for grey water. Retrieve the grey water pipe from the utility cabinet. Unlock and press in both buttons to open. You will also find a hose here for filling the water tank. The grey pipe is kept in a black bag. The grey water outlet is on the back corner of the driver's side. Undo the black cap and fit the grey water pipe on. Position the end of the grey water pipe over the grate. Open the valve and let the tank empty. Once it's empty, remove the pipe and refit the black cap. Rinse the pipe with water and dry before returning it to the van. Now we empty the toilet cassette. Unlock and open the cabinet as shown. Lift the green tab and pull the cassette out. Twist the neck forward. Position yourself at the dump station, remove the cap, aim well and pour. Press and hold the green button at the rear of the cassette to stop splashing when emptying. Rinse the cassette, replace the cap and swill 2 to 3 times or until clean. Once complete, open the cassette and drop a porta pack pod inside. This will keep it fresh till the neck's empty. Always rinse down the dump station and replace any lids. To refill the toilet flush, fill via the pipe shown. Now for the fun part, getting behind the wheel. The van will only start when it's in the neutral gear, displayed by the letter N on the dashboard. To change gear, push or pull the gear stick in the desired direction. The gear stick will remain in the centre. A is for automatic, your drive gear. N is for neutral, and R is for reverse. The handbrake folds down when not in use. When ready to drive, pull it up. Take the handbrake off by pulling up while depressing the button and then pushing it towards the ground. To put the handbrake on, push the button and pull it to its maximum height. Always ensure the handbrake is on properly when parking. The van has no park gear, so don't do this. Push the handbrake down without pressing in the button to fold it. This allows you to swivel the front seats 180 degrees, both the passengers and the drivers. Always ensure that they are locked forward when driving. When reversing or parking, use your mirrors and have someone assist you where possible. Be aware of your height. Watch for trees and low-hanging storefronts. Ensure all passengers wear their seatbelts when driving. Adjust radios and GPS before you set off. In New Zealand, we drive on the left-hand side of the road, so always keep left. Pull over when safe to do so to allow traffic to pass. Drive to the conditions, keeping below the speed limit and adhering to New Zealand road rules. If unsure of New Zealand road rules, check out the Driving NZ book in the front cab. Always plan your route and allow extra time to get to your destination. We like to add at least an hour to be safe. Pull over at a rest stop if you need a break. Or pull into a campground if you're feeling tired. Be aware, different regions have different freedom camping rules. You have made it through the tutorial! Top things to remember before you hit the road: stow equipment and appliances safely. Close windows and vents when moving. Always close the toilet hatch. Turn off gas bottles when not in use. Lock the external cabinets and hatches. Only fuel with diesel. Ensure the handbrake is on properly when parking. Relax and enjoy your trip. Have a great day.